We're on now. Okay. Hi, everybody. Panic in the studio. Hi, I'm Julia Sansevere. Welcome to the Martin County Difference on Facebook Live. Got a packed show tonight for you, and we're going to be going on WSTU 1450 in 20 seconds. And so we've got a really good show tonight, and value packed. And so I'm going to put on my little earphones so I can hear the intro. And you can't hear it at home on Facebook, but the people on the radio can hear it. And hang in there. Am I going to hear this?
Yeah.
I don't hear anything. Okay. Oh, I hear it now. Okay. My music. I always wanted theme music. So this is about the opinions expressed by the host are not the opinions of the radio station. That's right. Hi, good evening. Yes, that's right. Your dancing realtor, or former dancing realtor, I can say. This is Julia Sansevere. Welcome to the Martin County Difference.
Well, you haven't retired from dancing, so you can still sing.
Not completely, but I was in Cuba, and I saw what the real Latin hustle looks like. Yeah. Oh, my.
I was there last year.
Oh, yes, that's right. So I just want to welcome everybody out there in Radio Land and Internet Land and Facebook Land. Thank you for tuning in. We've got a packed show tonight. March is a busy month in Florida, especially Stuart. And I just wanted to say that this is a radio show with a heart. It started off as something for Healthy Start Coalition to help raise money for the little babies in Martin County to make sure they're healthy. And it grew from that. I'm having a good time. I have a broadcast background. I'm a realtor in town. And I thought, you know, what the heck, let's keep it going and talk about all the good people that make a difference to make this world a better place for all of us. So in the studio tonight are the Women's Club of Stuart. They have a tour coming up, Art is Everywhere tour. Also after them is jam-packed with fun, the Realtor Association of Martin County. We're having a community extravaganza coming up. And then, last but not least, a wonderful family, a Gold Star family here to represent their son who sacrificed his life for our country. Lance Corporal Justin J. Wilson. And they represent justinswings.org. And a wonderful event coming up this weekend, the 6th annual Riding for Heroes. So please stay tuned. It's going to be a great show. And I want to thank all of you for joining us. And I am a realtor, so I am going to talk a little bit about real estate because I got to pay for this. So real quickly, I'm going to tell you I have some great listings. I've got Palm City and Stuart, and we need help selling these houses. So I know you buyers out there are listening, and I've got a couple of realtors in the house tonight. So I've got something in Mariner Sands. That's a beautiful 3.5 home with a pool. $347,000. I've got a beautiful, beautiful little home in Stuart, Old Stuart on Dolphin. It is as cute as it can be, mint. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms with a huge pavilion in the back, and that's going for under $300 at $298. It's in a great. You can bicycle to downtown Stuart. It's great. And then I've got a beautiful home, 2 homes in Palm City, which are fabulous. One in Oak Ridge on Bay Hollow Court. That is an incredibly exquisite, pristine home. I had somebody there today looking at it. She goes, I'm OCD. And I said, well, this home will fit you. And she said, yes. She looked around. It's gorgeous. And that's going for just under $370 at $369. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, granite kitchen, all the works. New floors. It's gorgeous. And then on Dyer Point Road, a brand new listing, a beautiful 4-bedroom, 3.5-bath pool home. Absolutely fantastic with all the bells and whistles. A beautiful kitchen with stainless appliances. That is going for $460. So call me at 772-919-1385. Here's my shameless plug. Look on the internet at juliasansevere.com. That's my website. And on Facebook, you can find me anywhere, but I do have a great site on Facebook, Florida Waterfront Specialist, Julia Sansevere, Florida Waterfront Specialist. And you can see great articles about buying and selling there. And I've got somebody in the studio tonight who can also tell you about that, Melody. She's sitting over there next to me. And I want to introduce my guest. So thanks, that's my real estate commercial. And tonight I've got the Girlfriends Water Club, let's say. Barbara told me that. GFWC, Women's Club of Stuart.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I like that better.
Yeah. And Barbara Charlow right here to my right, and Mona Salisbury to her right, and then Melody Fortier to her right. And in the back, we have a friend in the studio. Hi, John. Melody's sweetheart there. Hi, John. John Hennessy. He's here. And I would like you ladies to take the floor. We have a fabulous tour coming up. Art in homes, artists who live in homes with their art. It's just going to be incredible. And that's coming up April 1st, right?
Correct.
Okay.
April 1st, and I would like to thank,
Closer to the mic, yeah.
I would like to thank you, Julia. You have been such a giver. You are a sponsor of this. You are a sponsor of our holiday home tour. You really do have a heart to help the community, and it's wonderful that you've brought us on and all that you do. So we thank and appreciate you so much.
Absolutely, my pleasure. I mean, you know, Melody right over there, she's the one who got me in, and Jackie Brock, and I said, Melody, you do real estate. How do you have time? She goes, just fit it in, you know. And it is what you want to do.
It is.
And then it's great. So, and you make sure you share the mic with Mo that you can hear us.
It's all about giving back.
That's right.
Absolutely. And we enjoy helping our community, and I'm so thankful to be part of the Women's Club of Stewart.
Right.
And you as well, Julia. So
Oh.
thank you for all you do.
Well, you showed me a room full of women who have as much energy as anybody else I've ever met. You've got a lot of energy, and everybody knows I'm the Energizer Bunny. I take after my mother. Hi, Mom. She's 89 and a half and still going strong. And so I've got a few years left, thank goodness. So I want to thank the sponsors for the tour. That's Melody right here in the studio, Melody Fortier. She's a broker associate at Kai's Real Estate. And Jackie Brock is a production manager at Prime Lending, that's mortgage and lending. And you're co-sponsoring together, is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
Right. And then Kathy Albanese, who's a realtor at Premier Realty Group, is she co-sponsoring with
She's,
Solana?
yes, she
Okay.
is with Solana, which is an attorney.
Right,
in
real
Stewart.
estate attorney, the law offices, say that fast, of Svetlana Z. Nemiroff. That's hard to say fast.
Correct.
And then myself, Julia C. Sansevere, PA, and Nicole and Jeff Meir of Rivercrest Insurance. I'm with Coldwell Banker. We are partnering to do a beautiful house, to be sponsors of a house. And then Shelley Hammer, my friend Shelley.
Which is a new realtor.
A new realtor.
Very new.
Yes, a realtor at England Volkers. And her partner in the sponsorship is Dana Godfrey of Treasure Coast Consignment and Home Decor.
Right, and I also, beside thanking all of you, which I do very much, and you really make it possible for us to do and give what we do, I would also like to thank the Twisted Tuna and also John Hennessy,
Yes.
who owns the Fish House Art Center. It's really amazing, and they are sponsors too, and I want to personally thank each and every one of them, and Melody, who helped us get those sponsors. So, thank you, Melody. And may I say one more thing before I
Please
stop
do.
talking? You know, you mentioned the Art is Everywhere tour, which is coming up in the afternoon of April 1st. Barbara, who's sitting here, is the one who had the idea 2
Yes.
years ago.
That's right.
She came up with this idea at a girlfriend's meeting and said, I think we should try this. And people agreed, and it was so successful, we're doing it a second year.
I'm telling you, a good idea just grows.
Absolutely. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you, Barbara.
You're welcome.
And Barbara, you're a former teacher here in Martin County. Tell us about your experience as that.
Well, I taught in Martin County for for 35 years until June of 2014. And I was always involved in the community, more than I probably was with my teachers. But I taught government, economics, American history. But what I required from my students, along with the senior teachers did, we required our kids to do community service every 9 weeks, and it was worth a test grade. Otherwise, they could do a term paper. So you know what they did. Today, they are the movers and shakers in this community, so I always know who I can go to get for sponsors. Many of them are turning 50, 51, 52, and I go, you're getting that old? I can only write a book.
How did it happen?
Yeah, how did that happen? I get younger,
Yeah.
I get older.
I think that's true, yeah.
And I know so many of my friends said, I had Barbara as a teacher. I'm meeting people in the community, and you just know so many people. You're like, oh, I knew them when they were a kid. You know, it's like, oh my gosh. And so I think that's fabulous that you put your energies toward the Women's Club of Stewart, which does so much great work. And tell us about what is the benefit that we get back, what do we give back to the community from this tour?
Well, one of the things I have witnessed being a teacher, not in the arts, but I love the arts, possibly because I took 19 groups of high school students over different summers to Europe, and I learned so much about art and about political situations and how, you know, the artists made us aware of it, the intellectuals or the writers. And got my own students involved. They love the stories. You bring back Guernica that Picasso did, and you tell them the story and all the hidden messages, and they love that. And yet we didn't teach it in the high schools. So, I got involved in the art council. I was there, I was on the board for 6 years, and we did this. We did Art is Everywhere while it was a holiday. We borrowed it from Port Salerno. When they didn't do it anymore, we took over. Then we didn't have enough volunteers for a couple of years, so the Women's Club, and I think it's wonderful. We always need to keep the arts in our,
Absolutely.
and the other thing I see is what good does art do you in your home if you don't share it? And that's the reason that
That was the idea that you had, yeah. And I think that's brilliant because not to get back to Cuba, but I'll tell you one thing, they don't have maybe much, they're very poor there, but what they do have is their creativity. And oh my goodness, the creativity, the artistry that I saw, I witnessed down there, and that tells a lot about a people. So I love that you brought this forward because we don't want to lose the arts in our schools.
One of my former students, and she was in my youth leadership that I started to with the chamber, was Jose Martinez's granddaughter. And she goes back each year with her brother, and they get to stay with the grandparents and all that. And she gets to go see her grandfather's art. And he was very much of an influence in Cuba.
Absolutely. Well, I want to say good evening to some of our listeners. We have Sharon Hill-Paw. She's the regent of the DAR, the Daughters of the American Revolution. Hi, Sharon. Thanks for tuning in. She says, hi, Julia, and good evening, ladies from the Women's Club. We need to get hers a member.
Well, she came today.
She did? Oh, I missed it. And I was
Yes,
so
she
crazy
came with
busy.
Mickey Moreland and a number of other people. So it was great.
Okay, I'm sorry I missed it. I was, Millie and I compared notes. It was like, were you busy today? Yes, I was busy today. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. And Mona is our president for the second year, and you've done a fabulous job.
Oh, thank you.
It's a big
Thank
job.
you.
It's a big job. So thank you for doing that and keeping us running smoothly. And we have other events through the year, but this is the spring event that I think is a signature event. April 1st, tell us the time and how much are the tickets and how do people get them?
Okay, the time is that you're going to go first to the Women's Club to pick up your maps to find out the direction that you are to go and your armbands. Your armbands get you in to the different, like a gated community or so forth, and also when you go to the reception, it will give you your reception things that you'll be getting. The other thing is the cost of tickets are $30. You can get the tickets either at Seacoast Bank, downtown, Palm City, or the one on Indian Street. They have tickets available. Or you can go online to find from the Women's Club the number to call, the young lady, and you can get your tickets. You don't have to, you can pay online and then pick up your tickets that day. Everybody, whether you have a ticket or not, has to go to the Women's Club before the tour starts at 1 o'clock. We open at noontime.
At noon,
At
yes.
noon, right, that's very important.
And
And
the
again,
reception is
yeah,
at 4 o'clock.
Where?
At the Fish House Art Center, the new Twisted Craft and Creamery.
Awesome. And what is
Ice cream,
Ice cream. I'm there.
beer, craft beers, and fine
Craft
wines,
beers.
next to the Twisted Tuna.
Okay, and they can go online. Tell us, Mona, what is our website, please?
It's Women's Club, Women,
Woman.
M-A-N-S,
Right,
Club
A&S.
of Stewart.com. If you Google it, if you put Women's Club Stewart, you'll find us.
Right.
And if you want a phone number,
Yeah.
a phone number to call is 362-698-1257. And a lovely voice will help you.
Okay, good. So remember, that's April 1st. It's Saturday.
Saturday.
Right, okay,
correct?
good. I don't have my dates in my head yet. And it starts at noon. In other words, go get your ticket and program pickup is at the clubhouse. And the clubhouse is on Ocean Boulevard.
729.
729, thank you,
Ocean
Melody.
Boulevard.
Ocean Boulevard. And the tour is actually 1 to 4 p.m. I did it last year. It was so much fun. Thank you for giving me a good house, and I think I got a good one this year, too. Then from 4 to 5:30 is the big party, the nice reception. I should say reception, but, you know, I love a party. And so that's at the Twisted Craft and Creamery. So if you're familiar with Port Salerno, that's where Salerno Road is, and the water. You go just head east till you hit the water on Salerno. And that's the Fish House Art Center. It's next door to the Twisted Tuna.
Right. If you feel a splash, you've gone too far.
Yeah. Feel and hear a splash. Whoops. Get out and come back. And the advance tickets are $30, and at the door at the Women's Club, $35. And how are we doing on ticket sales?
We're about
sold out?
We're about 75% at this point.
Okay, good, so there's time, but you better hurry, because April 1st is not that far away, but it's also far enough away, it could sell out like last year.
Absolutely right, because we may or may not have tickets left at the door. So
Right.
please call or
Yeah.
go into one of the banks, the Seacoast banks, and get your tickets and bring a friend.
Oh, good.
It is absolutely so much fun when you go. And don't forget, men like this too. My husband
Yeah.
loves art, and
Oh, yeah.
he went with me last year, and he raised his hand and said, "Don't forget to get me a ticket."
Yeah.
So it's great for anybody, really.
Absolutely.
And shall we mention the raffles that we
Oh,
have?
yes, oh my
That's part
gosh.
of your ticket.
Absolutely.
We have 2 fabulous pieces of art.
Yeah, last year was incredible what you had.
Yeah.
It was something, it was an original, what way was it, had what is it this year? Last year, it was, you could see Lincoln in the, yeah, John Hennessy
Salvador Dali.
donated that, thank you,
Right.
John Hennessy. And so what is it this year?
It's a lithograph again that John has donated, John Hennessy.
Thank you, John
That is
Hennessy.
wonderful.
Dr. John Hennessy.
Another dolly,
Another Dali, it was a Dali.
train station at Perpignan.
Train station at Perpignan, as well as Margaret Gray has done one of her fabulous paintings as well. So we
Ooh.
have 2 fabulous pieces of art
Ooh,
that will be raffled off.
I want the Margaret Gray, maybe the Dali, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the only way you can win one of these is by buying a ticket. So you've
Okay.
got to buy a ticket to win, and you do have to be present in this case to win one of the 2.
Okay.
But we would love one of our wonderful guests to win each of these, so please do come. You'll be glad you did.
Absolutely, thank you so much, and hello to Beth Ann Algie, who is watching on WSTUTV.com, and so you can see this there every Wednesday. This is on from 7 to 8 p.m. ET, and it's light outside. I wasn't used to coming here at this hour in the light, you know, so that's great. Well, I want to thank the ladies of the Women's Club of Stewart. Remember, that's WOMANS, baby. Woman's Club. And you look that up online, right? Okay, go ahead.
Just one thing, the
Yes.
reason for this money is to give
Oh, yeah.
young girls
That's right.
in the performing or visual arts lessons that they can't afford. They've already been in, but they want to continue. And last year we had 4 not-for-profits, organizations that applied, and their girls won $1,200 worth of
Wow.
lessons. So that's the real reason. And for you men, if you really are going to get a treat in one of the houses, if you like golf, we've got a lot of golfers with their autographs, and so for the older golfers.
Oh, wow, that's great. And right before we sign off with the Women's Club of Stewart, and we're going to have the Realtor Association of Martin County coming up next with Marissa Corbo and Joanne Zaro. If she made it yet, I haven't seen her come in. Is she here?
She's here.
Oh, good. Okay.
here. I see
Marissa
her.
and Joanne, come on in. I want to say hi to Catherine Massey, Sharon Hill Paul, Kathy Smolin May, and Lisa Pinkley, and Frances Fort Wilson, and Marissa Corbo. Thanks for tuning in on Facebook. You're there, and I thank you. And come back, come back again anytime. I love my Women's Club of
Thank
Stewart.
you, Julia.
Absolutely. And have a wonderful Art is Everywhere tour. And remember, go online and get the tickets, or else you snooze, you lose.
Thank you so much,
So
Julia.
thank you very much. Thanks for, do you want to keep this? You can keep this.
No, I haven't.
Okay, you have it. Okay,
Thank you.
great.
On my
All right,
computer.
so thanks. We're going to take a break. Frank, I guess, for a little commercial break on the radio. We're on break. For 2 minutes, but I'm on Facebook, so.
You were on the committee last year for that.
Oh, you know that? Melody, stay. Wow.
Stay with us there this
And
year.
you can talk about it.
Yes, please, please, please,
If
please.
you have somewhere urgent to go, you can do that. but-
organized it last year. Good job, Fran.
Thank you very much.
I saw her.
Thank you, Frank.
I don't know.
Bye.
Good job.
It's a changeover.
You know, this is new. This is you guys. This is a new year.
We're nervous as always.
Wait a second. It'll show how involved you are. Yeah.
The Women's Council will read a minute 25 seconds.
Minute and 25 seconds.
Oh,
Okay, but we are on Facebook Live, so say hi to all your friends, Marissa. Hi, everybody.
check it out.
And please share this right now with all your friends. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Oh, good. And Beth Ann, what did you say? You said you cannot get it on.
Thank you. You remember?
On my website. I don't know what that means.
Come on.
Cheer us on.
Get it on WSTUTV.com or on Facebook Live on the page. If it's not on the page, then maybe it's on my
50 seconds.
group.
50
But I think it's on the
seconds.
page. Yeah, I'm on the page. I'm live on it. But anyway, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget I've got some great listings and another guest coming up after the Realtor Association. So stay tuned. And, okay, so we're on Facebook.
30 seconds.
Okay.
Joanne's our, Melody's gonna stay for another segment. Yay!
Yes. Well, I did this last year. I was on the committee, so
Yeah.
they asked me to stay this year.
So, and share this right now. Did you share and hit the like? And all
It is
that?
such a great event.
It is, yeah.
We started this last year. This was our first event, you know.
Right, go into the mic a little bit, yeah, sorry.
Oh, we won't be on live.
Well, we're not on the
Five-
radio.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
5
let's
seconds.
talk there.
Oh, 5 seconds.
It's like Saturday Night Live.
5 seconds.
Now you can.
That's what the stage manager does on Saturday Night Live. But you can talk, because we don't have the intro music.
Boone County Difference here on WSTU Digital 1450. Back to your host, dancing realtor, Julia Sansevere.
Oh, good. Hi, everybody, back to me, woo! The dancing realtor, Julia Sansevere. Thanks for sticking with us on Facebook Live and tuning in on the radio at WSTU 1450 and on their internet, WSTUTV.com. Got a few people. We have the Women's Club of Stewart. Now we've got the Realtor Association of Martin County talking about their community extravaganza. And on my right is Marissa Corbo. She's a realtor with Waterpoint Realty Group here in town. And to her right is Joanne Zaro, who is a lender with Sterling Mortgage, right? Yep, I got that right. Good. Okay. And then Melody Fortier. Wow, I see Melody again, who stayed for another segment, and thank you so much. That shows how Melody is so involved in the community. A realtor with Kai's and a broker associate, excuse me. I don't want to, she's, and you're a broker associate? Well, you didn't tell me, okay. All right, now I gotta really,
Education is important.
education is important, and now I gotta go get I gotta do my core law before they'll renew me. Oh my God.
Fine.
You people out there don't know, we work really hard in school to do what we do.
Yes,
So-
we do.
And these young ladies, they are young, they work very hard behind the scenes to bring you this incredible event. So Marissa, please talk about that and when it is this community extravaganza.
Well, as you were saying, the Realtor Association of Martin County, the affiliate committee, which I vice chair, and Joanne Zaro is our chairwoman this year. We're having the community extravaganza being held at the Indian Riverside Park in Jensen Beach, March 30th, from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It will be free admission to the public. We're going to have food, fun, and door prizes.
Woo!
Yay!
Love the door prizes. I won last year a couple of door prizes. So it is possible. You
Yes.
win great stuff.
That it is. We're going to have a premier showcase of all local businesses, of course. Contractors, mortgage specialists, title companies, movers and
Yeah,
storage companies, and a couple of nonprofit organizations as well. One of them being the Martin County Master Gardeners Club and their bee association with that. So we're going to play with some bees and learn about how important bees are to our environment in the area and agricultural.
That's good. And they'll have some honey.
I hope so. I told them they better bring some honey.
Yeah, we like honey.
And then all the way even to the Stewart Rod and Reel. They're going to bring a boat out at the dock and do a little
Oh.
display and talk to us about, different fishing techniques and lures and all kinds of fun stuff, stuff we do here on the Treasure Coast. So.
Yes, we do have fun here. It's paradise. And I
This
was
is
out.
what
Yeah.
makes Martin County great.
It is,
This
and
is
different.
all about what it is and
It
how
is.
how different it is.
Right. And I posted on Instagram this weekend, we went out on the boat on Saturday to the sandbar. Oh boy, what a beautiful day it was. And that's the kind of life we have here every day. Sorry it's snowing up north. Oh, sorry. Come on down, we'll sell you a house, right?
We
Marissa,
will, yes.
call Melody, call me, and Joanne will get you a mortgage.
Right.
Tell us about how long you've been involved, because I've known you from the get-go in the Realtor Association, Joanne.
Yeah, well, I've been with Sterling Mortgage and a mortgage broker for almost 20 years, and I've been involved with the association all that time. So I've been very involved. It's a great association, and this is a wonderful event that they're putting on for the community. We encourage, families to come out. One thing we're going to do this year is we're going to, for Martin Rocks, we're going to have a lot of Martin County Rocks. We have a lot of rocks that we're going to hide, so the children can come and find rocks, and we're going to do fun activities for the children as well. We're hoping to have the fire department there, and they do a really awesome display. We're going to have food trucks that'll be there this year. So it's a real family event, and it's to come out and just learn more about, you know, Martin County and, what, all that we have to offer.
Yeah, I remember last year the fire demonstration.
Yes, it was
That was so
wonderful.
cool. Tell them about that.
And Melody was involved last year.
Yeah.
It was the first year we did it. She was on the committee that put the event together, and she did a great job as well last year of kicking this off.
What's really great about this event is it's several realtors and our affiliates that get together and they spend several months organizing and putting this together.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort.
It's
behind
a
the
lot of
scenes.
effort, but it's such a great cause. We really want to show what makes Martin County great.
I know.
And I think we did a great job last
Yeah.
year. We spearheaded this, we started
That's
it,
right.
and now we're continuing to do that every year. So this is our second year, it's so exciting, and we look forward to all of you coming out and enjoying Extravaganza in Martin County.
Yeah, because it really is a fun family day. And the public, this is for you.
It's free.
It's free. So all you snowbirds out there, this is something fun to do, and it's in Indian Riverside Park. If you don't know where that is, well, you've been sleeping under a rock. And then there's Martin County Rocks. But it's right on the river, and it's in Indian River Drive, and you go north up from Stewart. You can go across the bridge over the St. Lucie River and turn left onto what is Sewell's Point Road, and then you keep going north, and you get to Riverside, Indian Riverside Park on the right, and there's a big community center, kind of gray, and it's all a nice big lawn out there, and you'll see it, there'll be signs posted how to get there and everything. And they can go on our website and see more about this. How can tell us about that?
Yeah, you can go on to ramc.org. That's the Realtor Association of Martin County's website. It's on the first page there. We still have space for vendors, so if you're a local business, if you want to come out and promote your business, there will be, you know, a lot of realtors there and a lot of people from the community. We have, probably like 15 wonderful gift baskets that we're going to be giving away, tons of stuff in the gift baskets, and all the vendors have a lot of goodies that they give away, so it's just a fun event and educational.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it, because I had people attend there, I told them to go, and they're like, I didn't know blank, blank, blank. And I learned so much that the guy was there from this, that, and the other business. And so you get to interact and talk to them. And what does it cost? Nothing!
It's such a community event. It's
Yeah.
so much fun to showcase Martin County and to show you all the different things that we have to offer.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely wonderful. So please come out and join us.
Yeah, and it's Thursday, March 30th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's 2 days before the Art is Everywhere tour, which is also awesome, and that was my first guest, the Women's Club of Stewart. But the Realtor Association of Martin County is really here for you. We are, I think, us realtors and mortgage lenders and all the
And
business partners, our affiliates, our business partners, who help you buy or sell your home in that transition mode. And we are concierge to the community.
Yes, we are.
And I think it's important that you know we live here, play here, work here, and we love it. So we want you to be a part of the community and know and understand what goes on in the process. And one thing I like to say is that we are full-time, all four of us. We don't do this as like, I'm going to come down to Florida and sell a house or two. We're in it every day, and we have this association, and we go to that meeting every Tuesday morning, and we network, and we talk to each other, and we work together. And that is a very different Martin County difference. That's a really cool aspect of what we do, because we play well in the sandbox together.
Yes, we do.
And throughout the state of Florida, there's several, you know, every county has their own association, Realtor Association, and Martin County is known as one of the best associations in the state of Florida. They truly are. The work that they do, it's just a wonderful organization.
Absolutely, and the care they exhibit, you know, they're always providing us education so we can better serve our public, and keeping us on our toes, and then having wonderful events for the realtors and our sponsors, who are our strategic partners. They're there for us to help. And I thank the sponsors for the Women's Club, and I thank the sponsors for this, because you lift us up. You're the air beneath our wings. We can't do things without you. So thank you, Joanne. And yeah, absolutely. And all of the people on the committee, of course, who are driving this.
Well, now I have to give kudos to Marissa. She
Yes.
has done a fabulous job this year organizing it. She's worked so hard, and we are very lucky to have her chairing the event. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And you know, it's been my pleasure to get to know when you work on a committee or you get involved with people on a committee, I'm on a different committee, you get to know people on a different level. And that's why we do it, because then it's just a lot easier across the closing table from somebody.
We make wonderful friends.
We
friends,
do.
You know,
Yeah.
long life friends.
Absolutely.
Which is absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely, it is. And so it's free, you guys, and it's a home, garden, and lifestyle show. It's going to highlight everything that makes Martin County the happiest seaside in town that Coastal Living magazine declared us to be in 2016, and I think we're still happy in 2017. And we're the sailfish capital of the world. So we have fishing, we have horseback riding, we're equestrian communities, we're golf communities, we're whatever you want us to be communities, beachside communities. And come and find out more about Martin County. And when you buy a home, what is the process? Joanne will be there to help you with lending issues and, you know, anything you have. If you have a deal going on already, you know, and you've got an issue, well, Joanne can help you answer the questions that you have, you know, and help you unravel the mysteries. Because a lot of moving parts in a real estate transaction.
We're all here to help.
And we are all here to help. And I cannot thank you enough for coming in tonight. And let's tell them the website again one more time. RAMC.org. Right. Realtor Association MartinCounty.org, and you can find out more information there. But this is going to showcase contractors, landscape specialists, mortgage specialists, title and closing agents, insurance companies, local business owners, nonprofit organizations. And if they want to get in touch with the RAMC organization to be a sponsor, we still are taking sponsors, right?
Yes, so vendors.
Vendors,
So
vendors.
You pay $100 fee if you're an affiliate, or $150 if you are not a member, and that gives you your table for the day.
That's great. And they come and set up early, and then it was packed last year.
Yes, it
So
was.
I have a feeling it's going to be more packed this
Right.
year.
Oh, yeah. It's a great, fun day.
A great day.
Please
So,
come join us.
yes, please come join us. Right to the camera. Join us.
Join us. I'll see you on March 30th.
Yeah, and there's some good videos on ramc.org about Martin County. So look there too. So thanks very much, and we're going to go to another break, and we're going to have the wonderful Wilson family come in and talk about their event coming up, the Riding for Heroes for justinwings.org. So thanks for tuning in on the radio, and we're going to go on a 2-minute break. All right. So, but I'm still here. We're not, but we're going to let the ladies leave.
Just for you, honey.
And happy St. Patty's Day. Happy St. Patty's Day. You, absolutely.
Okay. Bye,
And
Julia.
Fran, bye, Melody. Thank you. And have
You're
Fran
welcome.
and- Bye. Thanks,
Okay.
Joanne. You're welcome. Have Fran.
Thank you
and-
again.
Fran and moral support. Thank you for it. Fran, it wasn't that bad. Okay. Come on in.
Minute 20.
Okay. Oh, good. So, last but not least, my most special guests of all are Fran and Lance Wilson. They are a Gold Star family, and their son is still Lance Corporal Justin Wilson. And I learned from a mutual friend, Karen Zook. Hope you're out there listening, Karen. You know, we refer to them often with their name because we want to honor their name for their service to our country. So, Fran, thank you for coming in, and Lance, thank you very much. And I'll ask you to talk close to the mic for the radio. Right now, we're still just on Facebook, right? And so we're on a radio break, commercial break. But when you come back on the radio, 30 seconds, you'll be talking really close like this, like that. And so, cool event coming up. Yep. Right. And just real quickly, I wanted to say another shout out about the couple of houses in Palm City I have on the market. A beautiful 4-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom home with a pool, 2-story, with 2 master bedrooms, one up, one down, beautiful wood floors.
5 seconds.
Just got on the market, and I'll talk about a few more when we come back on the radio.
Okay, we're live.
Oh, we're live. Oh, hello. Goofy me. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Martin County Difference. I'm Julia Sansevere. What a night. We've had a great show so far, and we have a finish off with a big, strong guest. We have Lance and Fran Wilson, who are a Gold Star family and friends of mine, and I wanted to introduce them. And their event this coming up weekend is in honor of their son, Lance Corporal Justin Wilson. And if you've driven in Palm City, you've seen a park named for him. Yeah, and tell us where that is. It's on Map Road?
Map Road, right, 2050 Map Road in Sun City.
Okay, and, the event is Riding for Heroes.
Yes.
Right?
And
the
annual.
6th annual one, and it's this weekend.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, okay. And people can still sign up?
Yes, on raceroster.com.
Raceroster.com, okay, make note of that.
Or they can come Friday evening at Charlie's Bar and Grill in Stewart
Okay.
between 5:30 and 7:30 and free registration.
And that's on Canner Highway, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Charlie's on Canner, 5:30 to 7:30?
Yes.
2-hour window there to pre-register, so that's good. And if you go online, I think it's at raceroster.com, it will have all of the information about that?
Yeah, Race Roster, and the keyword is Riding for Heroes.
Riding for Heroes, okay. And the benefit is on behalf of justinswings.org, which you started. It's a not-for-profit 501c3, and that's one of the things that's my criteria for the show. Is wonderful people like you making a difference. Your son has made a difference for all of us, the ultimate sacrifice, and I thank you for his service.
Thank you.
And you brought some beautiful artwork that he made himself, and it's unique in why this was done, and it's on a a piece of board.
Yeah.
And he was killed in action in Afghanistan, correct? And this is a scene of where he was, and without internet out there, because we have all the conveniences, they don't have much out there in the middle of nowhere. He drew this and colored it in, and it was a piece of art. It lives now as a piece of art. This was done so that the people, the troops coming, would have an identifiable landmark, right?
Yes.
And know what to look for, where they were going. And you see the house over here, and this mound here, and the trees here. It was specifically done. And he was an artist, and created this, and it lives as a testament to the bravery and also the skill, creativity of our fine young men and women who are putting themselves out there for all of us. So I want you to appreciate this for what I think is the most beautiful piece of work of art I've ever seen. And they did recognize when they got there, like, oh, okay, we get it, we know where we're going now.
Yeah, they actually went back and got it for us.
His captain went back and retrieved this for you, and you have this hanging in your home, and also another piece he did, he had some other artwork. Three of them. So they're just really stunning. And the symbolism and the relevance of them, I think, really is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And what your organization seeks to do, what it did in the beginning, I was talking to Lance earlier today, is to help families be where their young men and women are being deployed, correct?
Correct.
And
Or when they come back.
Or when they come back,
From a deployment.
because it's so quick, they get their orders and it's top secret most of the time. So they don't know where to go and when, and so it can be very costly because the airline ticket can go up really sky high when you've got to make plans in a day, last minute purchase. Right. Yep. So your organization did that in the beginning, and now there are fewer deployments. So I love the transition. You're still raising money to help our service people, the ones who come back with post-traumatic stress disorder. You're training help animals. Service dogs, thank you, I couldn't think of the word, service dogs for them. And that takes a lot of money. And we just talked to a Women's Club of Stewart, they contributed toward that, and I love Fran said, what? You know, because the Women's Club donated $2,500, she goes, it cost us $10,000. Like, tell me which part of the dog you trained. Well, that was just a contribution toward it. So it takes a great amount of money and time to train these dogs, these service dogs. But it's so wonderful that that is such, to bring them back into transition. Tell us, Lance, what you were saying this morning, I was talking to you about, what difference the animals make to the people because of part of their disorder is where they like to be, and being in a crowd is
They
uncomfortable.
don't like to be crowded.
Right.
So if the service dog is trained where if they're on a line of Publix and somebody's crowding them, the dog will actually get in between,
I love it. Yeah, to protect them.
protect him, and so they don't feel
Space,
give
yeah.
some
Yeah,
space.
he knows that, but dog knows that.
So that's where this service dog,
Yeah.
And a
really
lot of
comes
them
in.
too get the, night coverage, so it's not safe for like a wife or the significant other
I'm
to
gonna
try
hold
and wake
this.
them.
You lean into the mic.
So the dog is trained to sense it and gently wake
Right.
them up so that, they're more in a comforting environment.
That's amazing. So tell us a little bit more about the event, because that's Saturday. We know we can pre-register Friday night at Charlie's on Canner. What time do things get going in the morning on Saturday?
Registration that morning starts at 6, the first bike's out for the 80 and the 105 miles, leave at 7:30. The 56 mile leave at 8:15, and the 40 mile leave at 9 o'clock.
So when does the 1 mile go? Like, can I start a lot later in the afternoon? So tell me, you have 3. I saw that. Oh my gosh, you got, you straddling this. Like fast runners and slow runners. I would be the slow walker, per se.
Trying to get them all back at around the same time.
That's good. So it's $50 online up through the 16th tomorrow. Okay, to register. It's $60 cash the day of event, so they can actually, even though they need to pre-register on Friday night?
No, they can come the day of the
They can
event.
come the day of the event, okay, you hear that? So if you
Yeah, we
just,
get a lot that come the day. of the
okay,
event.
good, so that would be $60. Helmets are required.
Yeah.
Okay, and you want it, the bicycle registration begins at 6:30 a.m. And then, like you said, there's a 104 and an 80 mile?
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's what they do.
Okeechobee, okay, is that round trip?
Round trip.
And then a 60-mile bike ride, where does that go?
That goes out to Fox Brown, and then,
Fox Brown out off of 714 into Indian Town and then looped around.
Okay. And then a 40
Past
mile.
Pine Powell Park, there's
okay.
a rest stop, and then down Citrus
Yeah,
and around.
Nice way.
and
Everything ends up back at the park.
yeah, wow. And the 40-mile bike ride?
that's the Sun Power back.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I want to donate. How about? Let's tell people where they can donate.
Help.
Yeah, donations help.
I did it the first year.
You
The
did?
40.
You did? Oh, good for you. So you can donate at justinswings.org. That's Justin's with an S, wings with an S.org. And this is in honor of the Lance Corporal Justin J. Wilson, U.S. Marines Memorial Foundation, Incorporated. And I love what you told me this morning, Lance, how he had the idea to start this. Will you tell us that story, please?
Well, actually,
Oh, Fran?
Fran,
When he was being deployed, he was showing us around Camp Lejeune, and he was showing us his barracks. And, Lance and Damien and Hannah walked out front, and then he told me back, and he wanted to make sure that, I was gonna be there when he got back from Afghanistan, and I said, I've been everything that you've gone through and been through and everything, so why wouldn't I be? And he said, because I was woken up a few weeks prior to these loud noises, and I saw buses coming back from a deployment, and I saw the streets lined with people and flags, and I just never felt so proud. He said, but a lot of guys don't have anybody to greet them, so I want to make sure that you're here because I want to see your picture first.
Wow. That just melts my heart, doesn't it? I mean, and I think he had a premonition, maybe? Yeah. And his loss is our country's gain. And I don't know that that satisfies anything. I know that can't comfort you. But I want to honor him tonight and you. Your
Thank you.
sacrifice for our country is immense. It's the ultimate. And I love our veterans. I am a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution, and I say that so proudly. I love this country. I love the men and women who have stepped forward throughout the decades. My father was in World War II. He got shot in the Battle of the Bulge through his face. A sniper bullet would have shot his head off had he been an inch different, you know. And they used his shin bone to connect and graft so he would have a chin, have a jaw. Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah, even back then, they managed, and he got to come home with a Purple Heart. So some of our men and women don't get to come home, and the ones that do, we are so grateful that they make it home, and we say Godspeed to all of our men and women in our services. And thank you for those who have returned, and for those of you who are out there and who hear my voice, thank you for your continuing service to our country. It means so much. And we have honor flight going soon for the veterans. Yeah, that's going to be in April. They're going to be back on the show once they return. And a gentleman from my office, hopefully we're getting him signed up to go, Bob Ep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And he was in World War II. So, you know, it's really important. This is who we are. It's our country. It's our one flag, our one constitution. And thank God for the men and women who defend it. And you know, my trip to Cuba really brought home how important it is that we love our flag and our country and our Constitution. And we follow that flag and Constitution to defend our liberty. And we're lucky to have it. I'm very grateful. And my grandfather, you know, World War I. I mean, for the fact. And the fact is that we, you know, the DAR is about the daughters of the Revolution. You know, we broke away from Britain, and so, you know, here we are. And we don't speak with a British accent or a German accent. So, but we're getting ready to have St. Patty's Day, so that'll be good.
Yeah, that was Justin's birthday.
And that was Justin's birthday, March 17th. Oh my goodness. Well, this is a blessing. This is a blessing to have you here. So please, you guys out there, donate at justinswings.org and mention this on Facebook to your friends. You know, please share the show. Okay, we have 5 minutes to go. And talk about this because, and share the show on social media. This is the way it's growing. And I thank you for your following the show. I'm just going to hand this back to you real quick. I want to say hi to the people out there who are listening and sharing this. And oh, Karen Zook. Hi, Julia, Fran, and Lan. Hi. And Sharon Hillpaw is waving back at you. And Heather Woodruff Arbucci, she said hi, Marissa, to the people who were here before. And Sharon said goodbye to the ladies of the Women's Club of Stewart. But what a packed show we've had tonight, and such great causes and wonderful community of people with big hearts who give back to make this world a better place for all of us. That's the Martin County difference. And I stand by that because when we moved here 17 years ago, you know, I kind of got into it a little bit, but the more I know, the more I love it. And where did you guys move from?
Long Island.
Long Island. Okay. Comac. Okay.
Long Island.
Long Island. Right. That's right. And how long ago was that?
2004.
Oh, okay. So relatively recent transplant.
Yeah.
You know.
Fran's originally from Brooklyn.
Oh my God, that's my husband's from Brooklyn. Did you talk to Richard? He was here before.
No.
We'll get you together. All right. Yeah, the Brooklyn in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Long Island. My God, and we had our house. I don't think I told you. We had a house out there in Southall.
Oh, okay.
Further out. Yep. And so it's really an honor to have these guests in the studio tonight. So please go to justinswings.org. On behalf of Lance Corporal Justin J. Wilson, the Memorial Foundation set up for him. Riding for Heroes is happening Saturday. It's the 6th annual one. And the Treasure Coast Cycling is the organization that helps you get this going right. Yeah, that you work with. And they're a wonderful thing. And is there anything going on right after? Is there a party in the park? Is there anything going on right after?
Well, when they get back, it's just the barbecue.
The barbecue. Okay, well, there you go. That's a party.
Yep.
Okay, I'll be back
There's
at the
also the
barbecue.
handball tournament that's going to be going on.
Oh, a handball tournament. Where's that? At the park.
Yeah.
At the same park. Okay, which is named for Justin, their son. And so the amazing thing is the stories you find out, the people you meet in Martin County, is made up of wonderful, wonderful people. And I know that he's looking down on us now. And on the 18th, the day after his birthday, this is going to be a great thing in his honor. So please share this on Facebook, share the show, share the event. Go to the website. If they go to justinswings.org, right? And is it on Facebook too? I meant to ask you.
It's on, yeah.
It has a Facebook page.
Yes.
With an event. Okay, good. So share that, you guys. And that's how, this is my version of network news, you know? It's like, because once you start on social media, it grows and grows and grows. And I'm on Twitter. Thank you. And I'm on, I have to remember, I was like LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, and all of these things. So, you know, share this show. It's on YouTube after this. I always post it on YouTube. And it's on the same name for convenience. You know, we've got the Martin County Difference group and page. And when it's in the group, you get notifications. And so I'm also on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So So please subscribe to the YouTube channel, and so as we build it, this grows. So we had networks like ABC, NBC, CBS, then we had cable channels, and now your Comcast and all that stuff. Then the networks, the TV and movies started up on, the thing you buy things on.
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.com. Yeah, even they have series. So I'm saying Facebook's here to stay, folks, I think.
Yeah.
And this is going to be my little TV network here. So I love it at WSTU. Thank you, Frank, for doing such a great job. Frank Mezzapelle, he's awesome. And the title of the show, again, is The Martin County Difference. And share it and like it with your friends. And I appreciate you tuning in tonight. And, I had great guests tonight. Don't forget, Art is Everywhere. That's the tour happening April 1st. The Martin County Extravaganza is happening April 1st, we're going backwards. April 1st is the last one out. That's the first guest. And then March 30th is the Community of Extravaganza. And this Saturday, March 18th, is the Riding for Heroes. So thank you so much. And I have a great show coming up next week with, well, you'll see it on Facebook. Let's see. I lost the page where I got it. It's coming up, Madison's Miracles, the C4CW Beach Cleanup, and Helen Martin Health Wellness Fair. So thanks so much. Good night. See you next week on Wednesday night. Yay! You're welcome. And you're still on Facebook, so hi everybody.
Hi.
So I'm so glad everybody tuned in, and I'll just see who else we have on. Amy Epstein-Foreman, Mary Gunter. Oh, great, we got, and Denise Solokowski. She commented on this. Let's see. She said, oh, how do we find the live show? Well, you just missed it. It's on the Martin County Difference. Who was it? Oh, that was my sister. Your sister, Denise Forte. Is it Forte or Forte? Forte. Solowski. Okay. Well, you know what? Now you can see it playing again. Once I hit the button and we go off live, this post to the Martin County Difference Facebook page. I'll share it to the group, and it's going to be on YouTube. How do you find it? How do you find it live? It's the Martin County Difference. I tried to keep it simple. All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Fran. Thank you, Lance, so much. All right.
Talk to you later.
See you next week.